get a little pensive here.
You are.
The salt shaker.
All right, time out. This is how you do it. What's up, everybody? Drunk Reviews back. The Perizzos, Tony P right here. Joey Bear, the salt shaker on Xbox Live. Today we're going to bring you the review of a movie called what? What's
the Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Stay tuned.
Weird ass flick.
Yeah, directed by who is that? Yorgos Lanthimos, some dude from Greece. He directed a movie called The Lobster.
The Lobster, which I haven't seen yet.
But I gotta tell you, this movie is it's a mind fuck. It's a mind trip, man. Okay.
I mean, the plot of the movie is less important than the mood of the movie, right?
Oh my god, yeah.
What was the thing that you said to me when the credits started rolling?
I hated the shit.
You said
I hated
that movie. Sucked.
I hated it. I sucked.
That movie. Sucked.
And I said it loud,
yeah,
so everyone to hear.
Yeah,
now, when we're coming out of the movie, we started talking about the movie. We started trying to interpret the movie, what it meant, what it didn't mean, shots that we liked, even the acting. And I come to find out, I kind of enjoyed this movie.
It's a good day to digest.
Yeah, and it's one of those movies that's kind of like it gets better with time, I guess, for some reason. You get me?
Well, when after the end of the movie, the whole time during the movie, first off, let me say this. I was annoying the shit out of Letty. Okay. I was moving, I was fidgeting, I was moving around, and she was like, I know you're bored, but quit acting the way you're acting. And I was like, I'm not bored. I'm just hot because they turned off the air conditioning in the theater or something. I'm hot. But I will say that movie was long. It was tedious. But I didn't hate it.
Now, did the movie made you feel that way though? Because this movie makes you, it's an uncomfortable movie.
It's uncomfortable
with the themes in this movie, with even the soundtrack,
dude.
And it's very quiet.
You blew my mind a little bit there. Maybe I was all fussy because
the movie
I was uncomfortable because of the movie. Colin Farrell, whatever the fuck his name is. That guy is like a heart surgeon, and he. In the plot of the story, he accidentally,
quote unquote,
got somebody killed.
Killed him. Yeah, right. He was drinking on the job. He had a couple beers before he had heart surgery, and he killed someone.
Right, and then the son of that individual has kind of turned Colin Farrell into this surrogate stepfather, and father figure that he's been talking to, he's been interacting with. And you think that he's trying to develop a relationship with him to where he wants this father-son bond, but as it turns out,
there's something more insidious.
He's on there's some kind of righteous revenge kick.
Although you don't know this till later on in the movie.
Yeah, right.
All right.
And honestly, that's not even that important because the movie is less about the synopsis or the premise, and it's more about just how it's going to make you feel uncomfortable. It's going to make you queasy and nervous and twitching and fussy
and it accomplishes that. It is a very unnerving, it's a very unsettling movie. Some of the dialogue they talk about, I mean, Colin Farrell's character talks about how he jerked off his dad.
That was fucked up.
It was weird. It was weird because they were having a heart to heart, him and his son,
or what was supposed to be. What would have been in any other movie, this would have been the heart-to-heart scene. But the story he tells his son is so fucking bizarre.
It involves jacking off his father. It's just so weird. But you don't shudder at the movie. You don't turn away from it. You just stare at it in awe,
in fascination.
You're starstruck. You're just like, what?
It's a weird movie. It's definitely the actors are delivering this deadpan performance that apparently is what the filmmaker intended. So they're talking to each other in this bizarre kind of monotonous, very straightforward and unemotional.
Very straight face kind of.
There's a serious lack of emotion.
And everyone in this movie does this. Everyone, even the family of four, the kid from the kid from the father passed away.
The Dunkirk.
Yeah, the Dunkirk kid. The one who showed the most emotion was Alicia Silverstone.
And she was only in there for
in there for one scene.
Yeah. We saw this movie yesterday. I haven't been able to stop thinking about it.
Oh, yeah. And I think the director set out to make a movie to where you can't get it out of your head. And you can't, if if you go to like a dinner party and someone's talking about that movie, you kind of want to hear their opinion on it.
Sure,
you get
absolutely.
me? So
you might say to them like, "Look, like if you want to go see this movie, it's not for everybody.
Yeah,
you know, it's going to be a
definitely
weird movie,
not.
but I want to know what you think of it.
Yes.
It's that kind of flick.
It's I guess it's a conversation starter.
It's
almost.
totally. That's a kind of movie that is designed to be ambiguous and to kind of like leave things open for interpretation.
And
so
also, I think like some movies like you have to love, like Pulp Fiction. Also, this one, like I think I can put up with someone hating it, and I'll be like,
okay,
I can see your point. You know?
big deal. Yeah,
I can see your point. But for me, I couldn't stop talking about it. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I know last night when I fell asleep, I had some messed up. I can't remember, but I remember waking up when the sun was still down. I was like, what the hell was that dream about? Like it was just, I think, just festering in my mind, simmering in my mind, just kind of like plaguing me. I'm pretty sure my brain was trying to comprehend this movie.
Yeah.
Dude, like it is something that has stuck with me since I watched it last night.
And you were adamant yesterday about the fact that you didn't like it.
No, yes, I was. Like I had strong opinion of it as soon as the credits started rolling.
Yeah.
I was all like, I hope there's a Marvel cutscene at the end of this movie so it can make the goddamn sense. You know, like that's what I said out loud too. Like, come on, Spider-Man, come out,
Right.
something to save this movie. But no, thankfully, like honestly, it didn't. Like it.
Yeah, it didn't.
Like,
it didn't need to. It
No,
didn't
for
bother
real.
to because, and this is where we got into a kind of a little bit of a debate last night because now I didn't hate the movie. I didn't love it. I won't say that I'm eager to watch it again or that I'm going to buy it on Blu-ray. But I think that as movies and cinema is kind of evolving, especially horror movies have been evolving within like the past 10 years. There's a new subgenre that's kind of...
We coined it last night.
Yeah, we
Go ahead.
coined the subgenre last night. Go ahead, Tony P. You came up with the coin. You can state the coin right now.
The hipster horror genre, man.
Hipster horror genre.
And we had some
couple of examples that
this
fall into
movie
that.
is definitely
Yeah.
one.
The Killing of a Sacred Deer
Yep.
for sure.
It Comes at Night
It Comes at Night.
and The Witch.
The Witch. These are hipster horror films, which are unconventional. Definitely breaking
Not
the
traditional.
mold. Yeah, definitely breaking the mold of what a movie is supposed to be. Definitely breaking the mold of what narrative is supposed to be. Heavy on the metaphor, heavy on the analogies. You know what I mean?
And also, I think they kind of borrow elements because I know as soon as you saw the first scene in the movie, you're like, it reminds me of The Shining, Tony P.
Yeah,
And I was all like, yeah,
and
and
like
like
totally borrowing
yeah,
from
and-
Stanley
yeah.
Kubrick and The Shining. The music, the long hallway
Yes.
shots, you know, the kind of building the tension, and then the really loud, obnoxiously loud, like fucking symphonic music popping in and like jolting you out of your fucking seat.
You know, honestly, like this movie, there's no right or wrong. Like there's no right or wrong in this movie.
It's impeccably
I just
shot. Like
yes, it is
impeccably
beautifully
shot.
acted.
Yeah.
Like because like
beautifully acted. Yeah.
they're like monotone, you know. They're like non-responsive. Their face is just blank, and they're just having a conversation. Like, would you like to order pizza? And then he responds by whatever.
You really should make some mashed potatoes tomorrow. Like it's
I will
just
make
so
you some mashed potatoes
bizarre.
tomorrow.
Like yeah, it's so deadpan and bizarre.
Yes,
You
and-
have a really nice body.
Yeah.
You say you had 3 times the hair of me.
Yeah.
You don't have 3 times the hair of me,
And-
but you definitely have more hair.
Also,
it's just weird.
No, yeah, and also this kind of movie explores like certain like I want to think taboo, sexual
fantasies and
topics
fetishes.
because the first thing I picked up was that although I'm pretty sure I'm wrong or maybe I'm right, I don't know. It's up to interpretation. I interpreted as Colin Farrell's character was somewhat like hitting on the kid. Like
I thought so too.
I got a like I don't want to
a
say
predatory kind of like
yes, vibe from him.
Like he was trying to manipulate this kid,
Yeah.
and I mean, as it turns out, at the
he
end of the
was
movie,
trying to
he was trying
but
to
not
manipulate
the way we
but
thought.
Not, yeah, not
the way we
towards
thought.
like a sexual
Yeah.
kind of way. He was trying to manipulate him for a different reason,
But
which
even-
is obvious
yeah.
when you watch the movie. You
But
know what I mean?
even exploring Colin Farrell's character, like this dude, he's a liar.
He's a total liar.
Yeah,
Like,
he's-
from the
he's-
very beginning, from the opening scene, he's lying.
Yeah.
Even to his anesthesiologist.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, so that's at the heart of the film. The foundation of the movie is this character who's unable to accept personal responsibility for his own actions, and he has become so conditioned to lie that it's second nature for him. And that's kind of the idea of the movie, is that you have like somebody who is he's a sinner, and his family members have sinned by association.
Yes.
Because they've condoned it and they've accepted it.
They've kind of like brushed it under the table.
And then here comes this external character who is the representation of being righteous.
Yes.
He's the representation of justice.
Yeah.
It's a movie that's supposed to spark conversation. Yeah. So it's all right. It's totally all right to dislike this movie. I think that the director of the movie kind of expects for people to dislike it. And in its own right, that's bold, ballsy, and respectable. You know what I mean? Like, there's no denying the impact of this movie, regardless. It's a fucked up movie.
I mean, it's because like we haven't quit thinking about this the past 24 hours.
Yeah, you immediately were like, I hate this movie. Yeah, you haven't stopped talking about it.
Yeah, for real. So I must have not really disliked the movie, you know, for me to keep on talking about it, thinking about it, like trying to interpret it, like. And like this morning, I woke up after a good night's sleep. I was just like, maybe I liked it, you know, like maybe I did.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean, and this is where, like, you and me with our review system, our scoring system, would you buy the movie and would you watch it again kind of reviewing system. And at the end of the day, like, when we talk about mainstream cinema, or at least our idea of what a movie's supposed to be, my idea is that I want to watch a movie that's entertaining and it's going to make me want to see it again. Yeah. I've always maintained that. But there's no denying that this movie is good, even though I probably don't ever want to sit through it again.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a really good movie. It was bizarre as fuck. And it wrestles, like, biblical ideas very, very seamlessly into the plot of the movie. It was weird. It was just fucking weird.
But it was a interesting weird. It was a... Like, what's going on weird? Like,
it was the type of movie that you have to digest, that you have to process, that is loaded with visual symbolism. Like, just
I certainly wouldn't tell anyone not to go watch it right now. Even though last night
you were like, fuck that shit.
Fuck that movie. But like, I've since changed my mind. I certainly encourage people to watch this movie. And give us your opinion, you know, in the comments. You know, this movie made me feel uncomfortable. Man.
Absolutely. Like, most movies don't. If they're going to make you feel uncomfortable, they're going to reward you with a sense of relief.
Yeah.
This movie doesn't do that.
No.
This movie maintains the uncomfort and keeps the uncomfort going till the credits roll.
Yes.
And that's where it is unique, or that is where it kind of falls in line with the hipster horror genre of, you know, like fucking The Witch or It Comes at Night, where there is more of an ambiguity to it, less of a concrete answer.
I would think it's like left up to your interpretation.
Absolutely. And that's, I've always kind of said that's a cop out. You know what I mean? For movies to leave it up to your interpretation, because it could be misconstrued as like lazy writing. You know what I mean? Like, I can't come up with an ending, so I'm gonna leave it up to your own interpretation. But in this case, it feels earned and it feels justified.
Yeah, well, going back to that genre, I don't want to say it's my favorite genre, but it's an interesting genre.
Well, it ain't my favorite genre, because the first two movies I saw in that genre I didn't like. Now, I saw The Witch, I was like, this is garbage. A movie's not supposed to do that. A movie's supposed to hit these specific notes. If I go to a movie, I'm supposed to be entertained. And then when I watched It Comes at Night, it was the same thing. It's like, all right, finally, I put in the time, I put in the effort, now shit's going to start getting real, credits roll, and I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. So, I think it took this movie to kind of make me realize, and also not only this movie, but Tony P, like with his, when I told you I didn't like It Comes at Night, and I told you, look, man, I go to a movie to be entertained. I go to a movie because I'm looking for these certain notes to get hit. You said to me, bro, why can't that director just make the movie he wants to make? And I said, fuck, you're right. You know what I mean? Like, true that. And I mean, at the end of the day, this filmmaker has accomplished what he wanted to accomplish, whether we like it or not. Yeah. I don't think he gives a fuck.
We're definitely talking about it.
We're definitely talking about it. And I mean, it seems to be like a popular movie. Like, people are enjoying it. It's
got good reviews. 7% on Rotten Tomatoes. But also, people are talking, saying great things about his other movie, The Lobster. Yeah. You know, so like everyone loves that movie too. Right. So there has to be something there. Maybe Joe and I don't really see it.
Maybe we're just a little bit more old school. Exactly. We're not really used to this type of film.
There is something there.
It is definitely an art house movie.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.